I'm Oliver Trevino here on the Young Hollywood studio with the gorgeous Ruby Rose. How are you?
What's up?
You are everywhere and you don't stop either. That's the thing.
I'm just here.
No, you are everywhere, darling.
I am.
Literally,
And
this is the most still I've seen you for a while.
Yeah.
Every time you're just on the move.
I am on the move.
It's busy times for Ruby Rose.
It is
exciting,
busy times. It's
exciting,
super exciting.
busy times. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually kind of weird, kind of crazy, but I'm just rolling with it.
As you do.
Mm-hmm.
You've just got to roll with it. Roll with it. And now, obviously, people, seeing you now, seem to think this just happened. But you've been at this for a while. I mean, acting. You came to LA how long ago now?
Like 3 years ago. Yeah.
And that was your goal, the acting stuff.
It was. I mean, acting was my goal since I was, 12. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I went to acting school, and then I did all these side steps to get to where I am now. So I did, television presenting and hosting and DJing and a radio show and a clothing range and literally everything. I was having meetings with the Prime Minister of my country to talk about cyberbullying, and I, doing literally everything you could possibly imagine, but I couldn't get an acting gig. And then I moved to LA and I couldn't get any gig for 2 years. And then I finally landed Orange. So it was my first audition and it was my first job.
What a whirlwind. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't. No way this kid gets a hand job off you. Right, well, actually, it turns out... Listen, you quivering Michael Cera looking sack of squid bits. You think an opportunity like this comes along every day?
Well, no, I don't care about the money.
No, you don't care about the money. What you care about is that you're illegally smuggling women's panties out of a women's prison. A story that is going to get you free beer at any bar you choose for the rest of your pathetic anticlimax of a life.
Mentioning Break Free as well, that was the similarities.
Yeah.
Definitely between, you two in it. It's weird. And you obviously made that last year.
Yeah, I made that when I got here. I couldn't get any work, couldn't find a manager, an agent. No one really had any interest in what I was doing. And I had some interest, that's a lie. I was very well welcomed into sort of certain genres, but that's not what I wanted to do.
Right.
So I thought, how am I going to explain to these people that I want to do acting and I want to write and I want to produce and I have interest in directing? And then I thought, I have to start producing. I need to actually start making films. That's how this is going to work, right? Apparently. So I made a film called Break Free. I shot it in a day. We edited it in a day, put music to it in a day, uploaded it, and just sort of thought, okay, well, let's see what happens. And was thinking it would go to the 100,000 fans that I'd accumulated over 10 years of working like solidly. And suddenly it was like 200,000 people watched it, 300, 400, a million, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million. And then my followers were going up, and it was the strangest thing. I mean, that's what happens when a video goes viral.
Yeah, that's
it.
That's
But I missed the whole viral video thing, I'm like just over the hill of that age demographic. Yeah. So I was like, I have a viral video.
I'm just catching up with it. Yeah, I'm just getting there now.
You're big on Vine, aren't you?
I'm huge on Vine. I'm huge on Vine somewhere. I just don't know where yet. I'm trying to track it down. Apparently I've got a good Vine somewhere.
Yeah, no,
I actually had to think what a Vine was then. I was like, what is Vine? And you mentioned, obviously, that, acting was always your thing from a very early age. Who were your inspirations? Who did you watch and you were like, I want to be like them?
Angelina was, when I was in school, it was just, everything was Angelina, because she was different to everybody else that I saw on screen, and she held this, everything she did was just so magical to me, and like Tomb Raider was the greatest film that was ever made. When I was 16, it was like, that was all I wanted to do.
Right.
She looked amazing. She was a badass. She was like a female protagonist when there wasn't any.
Right.
There was always the men being in the lead and the actions and all that kind of stuff. But she was this like badass chick, and I was like, that's what I want to do.
Right.
That is all I wanted to do. And then she continued to do that and evolve and do all kinds of things as like a human and an actress and a humanitarian, and I just fell in love with her like every step that she kind of took, and that was my main. And then that was my main squeeze, just a bit of Ange. And
I've always thought about squeezing a bit of Ange.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But then I had like Meryl Streep is one of those women that is just like, she's probably like my number one.
Right.
To work with her would be a complete blessing.
And is it true your manager didn't know, when he gave you the audition, he didn't know about the show too much?
He didn't. My manager's Australian, and I've had him he's been my best friend / manager for 10, 15 years.
Amazing.
We've done everything together, but acting and everything we do is not something he'd done before. He was just a DJ manager, and I'm dragging him along. And he was like, I got an email about something, Orange is the new something, and I literally thought it was going to be, because in the subject it said like, Orange is the new black, Ruby Rose, and I thought it was going to be like an unofficial Orange is the New Black, like cruise or something, where they want me to DJ like in a prison out. That's what I was like, oh God, what is this? And then I saw it was a actual audition with Jen Euston's office, and I was like, you're crazy, Pete. I'm like, just do me a favor and download it or do whatever you need to do to get it, because we don't have Netflix in Australia. We do now, didn't then. And he's like, I just saw it's nominated for like 7,000 awards. He's like, I think this is a good move.
It's a pretty strong one. You want to take that one.
Strong show.
Some
people have heard of it, yeah.
Go for that one. Go for that one.
I was nervous. I was a little bit nervous, and meeting people, Laura Prepon and Taryn, who I've known, not known, I've grown up watching and loving. Right. It was cool, but within an hour, it was like we were all best friends.
Right.
It's so weird how everyone on that cast can be so beautiful and nice and inviting and supportive.
Which makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Damn straight it does.
Yeah. Ruby Rose, Orange is the New Black. If you haven't watched it already, you can just download it all and binge watch it and lose all your friends in one weekend.